How the heck are we doing? Want to chat a little bit here. Forgot my my damn cup holder is all disgusting with some sort of iced tea or something in it. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. Anyway, want to chat a little bit here because I'm excited. I'm excited about our home buying process and experience thus far. We are really starting to, turn the corner here. Loan docs have been signed as far as to lock in the rate and everything like that. I think they get submitted or whatever, and we can just continue through that process. Goes to like underwriting and things. I don't know. It takes some time, obviously, but I'm excited. I'm excited that we are moving in the right direction on that. Hopefully, within 2 months from now, we will be in a new home. Amanda and I will be moved out, and we'll be on our own and just doing grown-up stuff, I guess. I don't know, whatever, just starting a life. And I'm excited about that for a bunch of reasons. Independence, just going out there, doing your own thing. I'm actually really excited, too. I'm not much of like a homemaker per se. I don't watch like HGTV that much and stuff. But just over the years of renovations in my house and different things that I've thought about, went through a mini renovation in my room, something that I had pretty decent control over. And we don't want to do anything super crazy to the house, and we'll try to document that as we go, like at least right off the bat. But there's a lot of, small things here and there. Obviously, you need to buy furniture and different stuff. I'm excited for it. Amanda and I kind of went through it mentally and just tried to think about the things that we need or that we'd want to have in different areas of the house. And I'm excited about the possibilities that are going to come from just getting in there, getting the hands dirty, spending some money, obviously. But I want to talk about a thought that I had while going through it, like mentally and just kind of thinking about it. And it's that you really don't, the first thing is you don't necessarily need a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm probably exaggerating because I haven't owned a home, but hold me to that. Hold me to that. When we get to that point, I want to try, like I said, to show it all and be like, this is where we're at as far as the things that we have, the items, the inventory, and just all that jazz. But I'm telling you though, I really don't think. I think the problem with people is that the issue that people run into, and the reason they feel like they're growing out of space or whatever, is that they have things that they don't have accounted for. Like, when you really, like, if you stop and you actually go through your house and you think about all the things that you don't use, and you think about all like the different little areas, nooks and crannies and space that you could actually, clear out and utilize and capitalize on, I really think that you'd be astonished at how much more space that you really have, because you're just occupying that area with dead items, and it becomes dead space for you. And the other big thing is when you take that stuff. I was talking about like storage areas and different stuff like that. But when you have a room that is just like a regular size room, we're not talking like a big, $600,000 house with like high ceilings and shit. Like just a regular size room, normal height ceilings and all that. And you take the furniture out of it, the amount of space that you have is absolutely astonishing and unbelievable. Now, obviously, you need furniture. Nobody said you shouldn't have furniture. Nobody said that, including me. Nobody said you shouldn't have furniture. What I'm saying though is, when you get down to the bare, like the basics and the base layer of the actual living environment, and then you reverse engineer back and you're like, okay, this is the area that we have to work with. What is the best use of the space? And then you say, okay, like, here's how I think like this would look good, like with this type of thing here, or this piece of furniture here, like couch, love seat, you know, whatever the hell you want to do, TV, you know, mounted, stand, whatever. And personal preference obviously too. But once you get to that point and you can visualize it like that, and you can use the space to the best, you know, the best to fit your needs and the best to fit the space, it just gets easy almost. Like it just makes more sense. It's gonna come out better. You're gonna be happier with it, and you're not gonna waste space. You're not gonna waste time. You're not gonna waste money, and you're not gonna have stuff that you don't need. I'm just excited about the process, right? Now, all of it again is mental right now and theoretical, but I am so excited to document it because I know I'm confident that it's gonna be a great experience. Because again, when you get down to that base level and you're able to construct a plan, and you could, but the thing is, like, you don't need to buy a house to do this. You could just do this in your own house. You could try to visualize the room without the shit in it, and then think about how, you know, you could reconfigure or this, that, or the other thing, or just downsize certain stuff. But that's why I like when you don't have anything in there, but maybe you have access to things from, like, if you're moving, you know, like a previous home or this, that, or the other thing. Don't just throw all the stuff in there. Think about the best use of it. That's just how my mind works. Maybe it's not other people. I'm just saying that is, it just works for me. And it really makes has made the beginning part of it, and the theoretical part of it, so much better, because it's like, it's just the whole world is your oyster. And again, like I'm saying, you could take even a modestly sized house, and the use, the functionality, the look, the feel of it, you can make it so beautiful with a little bit of time, a little bit of money, and just thought up front as to how, you know, you can create a cool thing. And I don't know, in lieu of just grabbing stuff and just tossing it in there, I think that that's really the way to go. I'm not an expert on this. I've never even done this. So maybe don't listen to me. Maybe this isn't the time to listen to me. Maybe you just, you know, kind of go about this and watch how we document the things that we do, either on here or on AM and the PM or whatever, and we'll just see how it goes. Because I really truly believe that it's gonna be awesome. Oh, we're all merging in the same lane. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, I just think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be a great experience. You know, other than that, the other big thing that I want to touch on is more of an AM and the PM concept, but I'm big on this too. I'm big on relationship and you know, co-working, compromising and just like working together with like a partner for a long time. But that is another thing that I've experienced with Amanda for, you know, the 5 years that we've been together. But specifically now, we're a team, and we work hard together, and we think similarly, but not like on every issue. But we have a common goal. You know, with this, for instance, we want to make the best home possible out of the things that we have, out of the opportunities that we have, and we don't want to waste money. We don't want to waste money. We don't want to waste time. And we still want to make, you know, a good product, you know, a good home at the end of the day. And a lot of that comes from just like good communication. I don't think you need to be in a relationship necessarily for 5 years to have a good communication and co-working strategy with your partner. I really don't think you need that. We had ours, I think, early on. It's gotten better because we got more mature in our like our morals have aligned more, and just like thinking about like what we want to do, obviously, and like just the way that we think about stuff. But when you have a conversation with somebody, you know, let's say it's your partner about like house, you got to ask questions. You got to see where they're coming from. You got to get their perspective on things. You got to give your perspective, and then you got to see where those two things can align, where they can come together. Sometimes where it's like, okay, you know, this makes sense for this part of the house, or for your thing here. You know, couple points of interest for us specifically, I'll just use us as an example. You and your significant other might be different. Like, I don't drink coffee, so I have no say in the coffee pot. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, so she's gonna get her own Keurig thing, and it's gonna be on and we're gonna have that. Closet space is another one, right? Amanda has, I would say, currently 3 to 4 times as many clothes as I do, and like clothing items. And we're gonna figure out a way to make that all work, right? Maybe add an extra dresser or something like that. So obviously, like, compromise, things like that, but base it in logic. Don't necessarily base it in emotion. I'm not sure why there's so many emotional decisions that are made in types of stuff, because it's just like, it's stuff. Like, I don't understand, like, unless there's a real emotional connection to the things, it's just stuff. Like, you could get more of it, you could get less of it. I don't know. That's the way that I think about it. And again, compromise and stuff like that is cliched as to be a big thing. But when you're on the same wavelength and you have the same common goal, they don't even feel like compromises. They feel like steps to get to where you want to be. Right? And again, we're on the house topic. That all the different things that you need to do, all the different steps, and it takes money, it takes time, but it also takes planning in the sense of, okay, maybe we want to change a floor out or something like that, change some flooring out, but maybe it doesn't make sense to do that right now because of cost and just where you're at and different things, whatever, right? Maybe you want to remodel a room or something, but it's not going to make sense right now because you don't have the funds for it. It's just, I don't feel like it's that, like, for me, I love it. I think it's enjoyable, and I don't think it's that hard, because again, I think I'm always thinking logic, planning, structure, how can we do this? And I don't know, it just works. I don't know, it just works, and it's awesome. It's great to have somebody in your life that works with you rather than against you, and you both push towards the same common goal because of that, no matter what it is. Again, we're just using the house thing because that's currently where we're at, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope this has helped a little bit. I hope that anybody has gotten a little bit from this, but more than anything, again, with this topic specifically, we're going to try to document as much as we can, because there's going to be a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of the process to do before we even get to that point, but we're excited about it, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a huge learning experience. It's going to be a great investment. It's going to be just a great life event, really, more than anything. That's the piece that the pieces that I get emotional and romanticize in a way are the life events and the steps, the big milestones. Like when you have a goal on your goal sheet for move out of your parents' house in 2021, and you get to cross that bitch off. Like, that's a big deal for me. That's a big deal, because that's only going to happen once. And those are the things to get excited about, and those are the things to really try to just absolutely get a jump on and just make the most of, because that's not going to happen again. You're going to have 1,000 fucking shirts in your life, and like things like that, like you're like the stuff, the material and all that. You're going to have all sorts of shit. You're going to, replace a bunch of stuff. I think the big things to get excited over are the things that aren't, ordinary and are quite rare. And those big items, like crossing stuff off of your goal sheet, those big milestones are things that I get excited about. And like I said, kind of romanticize a little bit and get emotional about, and you get pumped up, and then you go kill it. You plan some stuff, you work out some ideas. Maybe some things don't work. That's another big thing too. I don't want to get too deep in that, but maybe some things don't work. Maybe it's like, oh, we can't do this because there's a wall that it can't come down. You can't change this, can't change that. No problem. You're not building a custom home. Like, again, in this example, you're not building a custom home. You might not be able to do every single thing that you want to do. No problem. We either do something else, we don't do it. It doesn't matter. This is the plan, and I think this is where some people get tripped up. I don't want to make this too much longer, but I think this is where some people get tripped up, is that some people don't want to have a plan or don't want to plan because they're afraid that if the plan doesn't go exactly the way that they want it to or the way that they have planned for, they're going to be upset or they're going to get down, they're going to get depressed because they failed. I don't think about that at all. It's like, we got a lot of fucking plans. If one of them doesn't go, 99 of the other ones, that all went. We're good. It's not like an all or nothing type thing. These are big projects. These are big steps that we're taking. A bunch of little items and little tasks. It's progress, fueled by progress. You just take one little step at a time and you keep moving forward. So that's why it's important. That's why it's important to keep moving forward. Always keep moving forward. Keep going. Plan, execute, adapt. All the cliche shit, but it needs said. And I think, again, when there's a concrete example to kind of go with it, I think it makes it a little easier to understand. So that's all I got. I appreciate you guys listening. As always, thank you so much. Look forward to more documentation of all the stuff that we're trying to do here on all fronts, specifically the house, because that's going to be a big part of our life for the next, months, years. But we're excited about it. And let's see what happens. Let's keep going, huh? Fueled by progress. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.